I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like, everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
The video opens in silence, a low-quality clip playing across the screen. It's grainy, like it was never meant to be seen by the public. In it, Teyana Taylor is pacing back and forth in what looks like a private studio space, her voice trembling but rising with every second. She's yelling, no, she's breaking. And somewhere off camera, Aaron Pierre's voice can barely be heard.
He's calm. Too calm.
Teyana screams, "You ruined everything." And that one line, it hits different. TikTok picked it up. Instagram, too. It didn't take long for the internet to go wild. Fan pages began dissecting every frame. Twitter was lit up with hashtags like #ProtectTeyana and #AaronYouWrong. But the real question that echoed louder than any scream was, what happened? How did things fall apart so fast? Just days before this video leaked, the internet thought things were getting better between them. They were photographed at a charity event, arms lightly brushing, smiling, at least on the surface. Teyana wore this radiant white dress, and Aaron stood beside her in a clean black suit, flashing his signature half-smile. People began whispering, maybe they're working things out. And they were, or at least trying. Couples therapy sessions had reportedly started weeks earlier. A close source even said they were doing it not just for themselves, but for the sake of their image, and more importantly, their daughter. But all that glitters isn't gold. Behind closed doors, the tension was boiling. One of Teyana's close friends would later admit that smile wasn't real. She was holding back so much. We all saw it. She just didn't want to break until she did. And what pushed her over the edge? It wasn't one single thing, it was the final blow. A secret that came out less than 24 hours before that explosive fight. Screenshots. Dozens of them. Private messages. Flirty, subtle but damning. And the worst part? The girl he was texting wasn't just any stranger. She was a production assistant on one of Teyana's projects. Barely in her 20s. Teyana didn't find out from Aaron. She found out from her assistant, who got tipped off by someone in the crew. Imagine that, getting blindsided not just as a woman but as a professional. The betrayal cut deep. And the internet, of course, did what it does best. Fans zoomed in on the screenshots, matching wallpaper designs, timestamps, even font styles. It wasn't just messy.
It was heartbreaking.
The word emotional cheating began trending. Some said he didn't physically cross the line, but the intent? It was all there. The secrecy, the late-night messages, the way he saved her contact under a fake name. It all told a story of a man playing two roles, and eventually, both masks fell off. When the confrontation finally happened, it wasn't some dramatic public blowout. It was behind closed doors, in a space Teyana once considered her sanctuary, her home studio. A place filled with her art, her voice, her peace. Sources say she tried to stay calm at first. She wanted to talk, to understand. But Aaron? He smirked. He brushed things off. And that was it. That was the moment she snapped. What none of them knew was that the room had a security camera, one that Aaron reportedly installed weeks ago without informing her. That camera caught it all. Her pacing, her trembling hands, her voice cracking like glass under pressure. "You ruined me," she screamed. "I gave you everything, and you gave it to someone else." That rawness hit the internet like a meteor. People weren't just watching, they were feeling every word, every tear in her voice. It was the first time the public saw Teyana completely unfiltered, completely undone. Celebrities rallied around her. SZA tweeted a simple, "No one deserves this." Keke Palmer reshared the clip, writing, "I felt every inch of that scream." Even Cardi B dropped a comment saying, "Some men play with fire then act surprised when it burns." Meanwhile, Aaron? Silent. No statements. No clarifications. Nothing. But the silence didn't last long. Gossip blogs went full throttle, compiling timelines, highlighting inconsistencies in Aaron's previous interviews. Fans even uncovered a now-deleted Instagram comment where someone close to the production assistant hinted something about late-night rehearsals. His upcoming film began facing backlash, boycotts, bad press. One theater in Atlanta even pulled their early screening. Then, finally, Aaron spoke, or typed, rather. He posted an IG story, just a black screen with the words, "Not everything is as it seems." That was it.
Cryptic. Vague.
Almost mocking. But he couldn't hide forever. He went live later that night. It was short, barely 2 minutes. He looked tired, like someone who hadn't slept in days. He said the messages were taken out of context and people love a scandal. But one thing fans noticed? He never denied what happened. He didn't say he didn't send the messages. He didn't say he didn't hurt Teyana. He just danced around the truth. A leaked video sent the internet into complete chaos. A well-known TikTok lip-reading expert went viral breaking it down frame by frame like a digital detective. See the blinking? That's anxiety. Look at the jaw clench. That's suppressed anger or guilt, she narrated, voice steady, eyes sharp. Suddenly, Aaron's face wasn't just a face, it was evidence. Every twitch, every blink, every stiff jaw movement was dissected and presented like exhibits in a courtroom. And social media? It turned into a full-blown trial. Twitter threads turned into case files. Everyone had an opinion, and Aaron? He wasn't just trending, he was on trial. Teyana, meanwhile, vanished. No Instagram. No tweets. No cryptic posts. Nothing. Just complete radio silence. For 48 hours, fans waited with bated breath. Speculation swirled. Was she okay? Was she with family? Was she done? No one knew. And in a world where silence often speaks louder than words, hers was deafening. Then she returned. A single post. A black and white selfie. Eyes swollen, lips tight, no filter, no glam. Just raw, honest emotion staring straight into the camera. You could feel the weight of what she wasn't saying. The caption was just one sentence. "I'm done protecting people who don't protect me." Boom. The internet exploded. 500,000 shares in a matter of hours. Celebrities, influencers, fans, everyone flooded the comments with love, support, and heartbreak. It wasn't just a post. It was a line in the sand. A declaration of war. A woman reclaiming her power. Rumors began swirling almost immediately. Word on the street was that she had moved out of the house she shared with Aaron and was staying with her mom. Close friends claimed she'd cut off nearly everyone tied to him, friends, colleagues, even mutual collaborators. Only a select few knew where she was. One insider whispered to the press, "She's rebuilding from scratch." This broke her, but it also woke her up. The aftermath hit like an earthquake. Teyana canceled 2 major public appearances. Her upcoming album drop? Delayed indefinitely. Every PR campaign that had Aaron's name even remotely attached. Scrubbed clean. Brands quietly pulled back. Campaigns they once promoted as #PowerCoupleGoals? Deleted. As if he never existed. Meanwhile, Aaron was spotted at a small local cafe. Hood up, face low, visibly stressed. Paparazzi snapped him mid-argument on the phone, eyes wild, hand gripping the edge of the table like he was barely holding it together. The photos went viral instantly. No caption needed. He looked like a man unraveling. Teyana, on the other hand, wasn't just walking away. She was burning bridges and salting the earth. She unfollowed every person even remotely connected to Aaron, producers, stylists, friends, co-creators. Her feed? A curated gallery of healing and independence. Her circle? Tighter than ever. A close friend told a blog, she's reclaiming her peace. She's done being the loyal partner to someone who clearly wasn't loyal to her. Just when the dust seemed like it might settle, the storm returned. Another video surfaced. But this time, it wasn't leaked footage or a paparazzi snap. It was an innocent Instagram live, someone else's, not Teyana's. And in the background, just barely caught on the mic, was a small voice. A little girl's voice. Teyana's daughter. Mommy cried again because of Aaron. That one sentence shattered the internet. It hit different. This wasn't just about betrayal or heartbreak anymore. It wasn't drama for the timeline. This was real.
Raw.
Painful. The kind of thing that leaves scars. You could practically hear the collective gasp across social media. Fans were heartbroken. Some were furious. Others just sat in silence, letting the weight of that one line sink in. Because now, it wasn't just about a relationship falling apart, it was about the collateral damage. A child caught in the wreckage. A home once full of love, now echoing with hurt. A mother holding herself together for the sake of her child, even as everything around her crumbled. Teyana didn't respond. Not directly. But her next story was telling. A shot of her daughter, holding her hand, walking barefoot in the grass. No caption. Just peace. Or maybe the search for it. Aaron's camp, meanwhile, stayed mostly silent. No statements, no posts. Just a few half-hearted sources close to him trying to do damage control. But the court of public opinion had already spoken. And it wasn't kind. So now, the question lingers in the air like smoke after a fire. Can this story end quietly? Or is this just the calm before another storm? Because if there's one thing the internet has learned, it's that Teyana doesn't post unless it means something. And something tells us she's just getting started.